Hides up, Spartans! This week we are challenging ourselves with a huge weekly lineup of some intense custom-made Forge campaign missions. From fighting through fierce campaign recreations, raiding banished mining sites, all the way to even raising our swords to defend St. Helios. This showcase is going to be big. But before we drop you into the battlefield, just as a quick heads up, if you are a forger or just simply looking for a community, the Spartan Outpost Discord server is always recruiting. With over 500 other Spartans on board, you can join us for weekly custom game nights, Forge showcasing sections, and much more. Plus, it's also a great way for me to keep up with all your work. So make sure to grab that link down in the comments and come join us. Anyway, Spartans, with that out of the way, let's squad up with these 5 co-op campaign Forge maps of the week. First up on the list, we return to a classic with Pillar of Autumn, created by HMKiller05. Waking up from his cryo sleep, you return to the Pillar of Autumn once again as the Master Chief. Right from the ground up, the art style and overall vision of this masterpiece of a level is just pinpoint accurate, with each and every hallway laid out exactly like the original Xbox version. The objectives here play just as how you would remember it, with the Master Chief storming his way through Covenant-infested hallways as he makes his way back to the Captain Keys. After receiving your mission and giving Cortana some head pats, you will set out to fight the invasion head-on with your new trusty Magnum. Not only does this map simply look amazing and immensely close to the original, but even the combat has been heavily modified. From dealing with heavy 80-round magazine assault rifles, to high-powered custom magnums, to also even slow down shield regeneration being present. Down to the smallest detail here, the team has simply done more than enough to blow my mind. And just kind of express how great all the custom-made props, the enemy placements, and just how much the overall game itself has been modified to make it feel like the classic Xbox. I mean, you can't even sprint or mantle in this. If you do plan to join the Chief, make sure to grab any of the preferred difficulty game types and jump straight into the fight. Next, get ready for the scorching heat with Delta Protocol 01 campaign, created by WTF Raptor. Paired up with the Delta Protocol Gametype, you and the surviving members of Atlas Squadron awaken after a brutal ambush from the Banished, forcing you and your team to push through extreme levels of hostile forces as you work together to cleanse out a large-scaled Banished mining operation. This huge campaign comes supplied with tons of awesome new sights to see as you explore around your objectives, whether it be gunning down enemies in the arid canyon or traveling deep underground to lava-filled digging sites, where you will fight to cleanse the bases of hostile forces, uncover long-forgotten Forerunner relics, and put a forceful end to whatever progress that the brutes have managed to scrape up. Delta Protocol is simply amazing, and of course, all the awesome locations you discover here just really makes the map stand out. So grab a fire team of up to 4 Spartans and get started with this nearly 30+ minute long adventure. For our third map, we drop into the Eye of the Storm with Exordium Meridian campaign, created by Keone9796. Right off the bat, you and your team are dropping feet first into hell, with the Pelicans dropping your squad directly into the middle of the Battle of Meridian. Drenched in the pouring rain and burning through magazines, Exordium places you and up to a whopping 28 other players into an absolutely epic war zone. Packed with a fantastic atmosphere full of rushing Pelicans and fighter ships, the world here just comes to life. Not to mention the awesome changes made to the environment as you progress through your mission. From smoking down Covenant forces across light bridges and crystal-filled lakes, to traveling through huge underground military installations and arsenals loaded to the teeth with enemies. Exordium not only plays in on awesome large battles meant for huge player numbers, but also has some of its own signature styles here, including a Warthog run section, taking you across the map across torn down ships and machinery as you make progress on taking back Meridian. The map also supports a solid checkpoint system where you will spawn right back to your Pelican for redeployment, as well as coming in stock with infinite ammo on all weapons on the field. So get to hunting, Spartans. On the 4th spot on the list, we raise our swords again in Banished Rising, created by Basically I'm Evan and Davy Gravy 5646. Crash landing in the warring city of Sunayan comes Banished Rising, dropping you right into a recreation of by far one of the coolest locations in all of Halo 5. This epic campaign mission will send you and your squads of allied elite forces right back to the now protected city of Sunayan, where an all-out Banished invasion has broken out across the region. Banished Rising will take you across an absolutely massive city, where you will fend off hordes of brute forces and help the elites take back what's rightfully theirs. The atmosphere is simply beautiful here, not just from the great scenes you get to enjoy in the land, but definitely what you get to experience in the air, with the map coming with a great Banshee segment, where you will then clash against anti-air rafes, blow up buildings flooding with Banished, and capture objective points one by one as you progress through the fight. The attention to detail here is just absurd, and I'm just blown away by just how damn good everything looks. The team clearly had a lot of passion poured into this map, and has easily become one of my all-time favorites so far in the series. The mission will run you about 20 minutes or so to complete, depending on the team size, so get started Spartan, and make sure to bookmark this one. For our final map, we head deep into enemy territory with InfiltrationFall, created by UNSC-43. With the InfiltrationFall Gametype loaded, you wake up with your Pelican in flames and the rest of your team now declared KIA. Being the Spartan that you are, you push on through the night, gunning down waves of hostile forces as you make your way towards the docking station of a massive Banished supercarrier. That's right everyone, InfiltrationFall takes us back to our roots, with this awesome Banished themed mix-up on several classic maps from Halo 1 and Halo 2. Borrowing elements from missions such as Truth and Reconciliation, this campaign is just an absolute blast. Being inside the actual ship itself is just amazing, and you will find yourself once again fighting in those familiar hallways, with brutes and grunts flooding through the hallways as they attempt to shut you down. And you can even find prison cell rooms, just like in Halo 2, where you can free the survivors here and use them as allies in the fight. The core objective is to infiltrate and bring down this massive flagship, something far from a simple task, especially with the ways of brute chieftains, hunter bond brothers, and of course, the huge multi-layered levels that you will have to crawl through as you push on. Make sure to bring a team of up to 3 to 4 other Spartans along with you, and of course, plenty of ammo. And that wraps up this week's lineup, Spartans. As always, if you're interested in these maps, all you have to do is simply go to my description and click the links below. And while you're still here, make sure to become a Spartan today and hit that subscribe button. Every Spartan counts out here in the battlefield. I look forward to seeing you guys here next week for more awesome Forge showcases just like this one. Also, if you feel like sticking around, the Halo Spartan Outpost Discord server is always looking for more members. With over 500 other Spartans, you can join us in custom game nights, forging sections, and plenty of ways to hang out with each other. So what are you waiting for, Spartan? Grab the link down in the comments and get started today. Anyways everyone, thank you all just so much for watching, and as always, I shall see you all in the battlefield. Spartan out.